everyone, welcome to Club Rats. My name is John.
I'm Jesiah.
Faraz.
We got an action-packed night. We got MLB playoff baseball, Yankees, Red Sox. Bottom of the seventh, 2 outs. Yankees are up 4-0. If they win that, the series is over.
Mm-hmm.
They would go on and play the Blue Jays. Tigers won earlier today, 6-3, beating the Guardians in that series. They move on and play Seattle. So those will be good series. Those are 5-game series. First to 3 wins those.
With those, I actually like the Blue Jays over the Yankees, if we want to quickly talk about that. I like Blue Jays over Yankees, and I like Tigers over Seattle.
Pulling the upset, huh?
Yeah.
I would be shocked if the Tigers won in Seattle, but I hope they do, obviously. I'm a Tiger fan.
Toronto just kind of sputtered. They didn't look great down the stretch. So
They recently got back their main guy. What's his name?
Vlad Guerrero's son, Junior.
Yeah.
He's good. No, he can hit. He's
Mm-hmm.
big time.
And then Saturday we got Phillies and Dodgers.
Yeah, that'll be a great
That'll be a
series.
great
It's going to be
series.
very good.
Dodgers look very impressive against the Reds. Beat them 2-0.
Reds are just happy to be there.
yeah, and the Dodgers are.
It's almost not fair.
This is
like-
this is when the Dodgers are supposed to activate.
Yeah.
This is their time.
Shohei
they
is
have the
pitching
team.
on Saturday as well.
He is, yeah, that's massive. That's our baseball. We'll dive in. We'll recap college.
And we have the Thursday night game going on.
Oh, yeah, we got Rams, 49ers, 20-14, 3:30 left in the third quarter. Niners kind of dominated this game, but it feels like in every NFL game, you turn on the fourth quarter and it's a one-possession game and it's anybody's game. So
It's like what I was saying to you off camera, John. Whoever's up at halftime, just take the points to the other side.
yeah,
Damn near.
Mac Jones is taking a beating in this game. He's getting lit up out there. He's limping around. They've already got Purdy hurt, so they lose him. I think they'd have Dobbs as their third string quarterback. I could be wrong, but I think it is him. Ooh. All right, so we're gonna go through the Power 4, or what is it? Group of 4 now.
I think
It
it changes.
College it's a
I think it's
a sliding scale.
The
It's-
Power 4 in the Group of 5.
yeah. I don't know.
It's something like that. I don't,
These are the main 4 conferences. Let's start in the
Power
big.
5 Group of.
We'll start in the ACC. Obviously, you had the upset, Florida State at Virginia Friday night. That was one of the best games of college football this year, I thought. The ball literally hit the ground, and the crowd rushed the field simultaneously.
Immediately.
It was one of the coolest rushing the fields I've ever seen. The player just disappeared. They were just gone.
We did say last
Sea
week.
of people.
Yeah.
We did say last week. Friday night college football.
Those are goofy games.
Anything could
Games,
fucking
yeah.
happen.
Goofy games, yep.
Anything could happen.
Georgia Tech at Wake Forest. I didn't expect this. I thought Georgia Tech would take care of business. They ended up winning that game in overtime, 30-29, to remain 5-0 and undefeated. So they still control their own destiny. It's a huge win for them. We thought Cal couldn't beat Boston College. We said it was impossible.
Because they got smoked by San Diego State the
Cal-
week before.
Cal won 28-24.
Yeah.
So that fucked like 3 of my parlays.
Yeah.
I had BC on
just-
damn near everyone. I
that
thought they
was-
were a lock.
That's why they play the game.
That was one of the results I was keeping an eye on all throughout the weekend, just because I was like,
we talked about.
the goofiness of the week before, where you had San Diego State crush Cal, who, I was reading some articles that had posited potentially Cal as a sleeper playoff pick from the ACC, because at the time they were undefeated. There was always, if Florida State were to take a dip down, would open up the door. Sounds silly to saying it out loud, that Cal could win the Atlantic Coast Conference, but
with the big rivalry with Boston College
with
in the Great
Boston College,
Northeast.
yeah.
I mean, it's the most. It's ridiculous.
yeah, like the logistical difficulties of traveling across the country, coming off of one of the worst losses by any team in college football this season.
Let me ask you this, because I think this even goes for like USC and UCLA in the Big Ten. Do these teams, the broken up Pac-12? I know they went for the money, and they're getting way more money joining these conferences.
For sure.
But do they really have? Can you really, just by geography alone? It almost feels like it takes it out. Like they're almost not going to be contenders every year.
I think it for sure functions as a disadvantage for those newly, the teams that have joined the Big Ten.
Let's be honest, UCLA on the road in a Big Ten
Big
game.
Ten. Yeah, they're not going to
win a game.
win that.
They're not going to win a game.
I mean, yeah, they're going to go probably,
let alone
winless.
even compete for the conference. I mean, USC has a chance because they're all in on football, but you could even see with them against Illinois, you're at home against Michigan State at 11 o'clock game, you're 8 o'clock our time, 11 Eastern time, then you're in Champaign, Illinois the next week. It's
insane.
That's a tough, I don't know how you're going to do that.
I mean, it makes me kind of lament the death of the Pac-12 that started.
I wish the Pac-12 came back.
So do I.
I wish it was back.
I think it was forever ago, 12, 13 years ago, where what got everything kind of moving in motion was the Pac-12 rejecting or not pursuing Texas and Oklahoma when they wanted to join.
Yeah. Oh no, the Pac-12 commissioner definitely. If you talk about made a bad business decision, he
Scott,
they could have had, like you said, Texas and Oklahoma.
Yeah,
their whole conference would be different right now.
Yeah, I mean, everything would be different.
Yeah,
everything would be different.
They would not be in the Big
SEC,
Ten.
The SEC
Oklahoma,
would be totally different.
and it would have been better for the sport.
I think so too.
Because that trip isn't that crazy to go from Oklahoma or Texas to go to the West Coast isn't as bad.
Well, just the consolidation of having the power conferences where there is no West Coast, there is no west of the Mississippi Conference. I mean, like how it was technically with the Pac-12. I mean, you get some of the Southwest with with the Big 12. But, outside of that, there's. No, they were kind of victims of circumstance. That's why you have Cal and Stanford in the freaking Atlantic Coast Conference,
which is just bizarre.
It's bizarre. Makes no sense whatsoever from every perspective. But money talks, and for a lot of these schools, survival is the name of the game, and you have no other choice but to.
And I still think this could all change too.
Oh yeah, there's always. It seems like every few. Well, it's really whenever there's a media rights deal that needs negotiating.
Yeah.
That's when a lot of things are going to kind of get set in motion, as we're still seeing right now from the Pac-12 and the Mountain West. But that's probably the next time you can bet on another round of realignment movement.
Wrapping up the ACC here, Duke destroyed Syracuse 38-3. I remember even saying, how could they be favored? Well, clearly that's why they should have been favored. Virginia Tech squeaked out a win.
Syracuse did not come to play.
Yeah,
well, they're also on a backup quarterback. Their starters.
He got hurt.
Their starters out for the year.
That makes a huge difference. Louisville won at Pitt 34-27. It doesn't look like it's going to be a vintage year for the Pitt Panthers. Stanford squeaked out a nail biter 30-29 against San Jose State. So there you go. That pretty much wraps up the ACC. Let's go to the Big 12 here. Big 12, Week 5, we had TCU Arizona State. This was actually a great game on Friday. This is a really good game. I feel like TCU probably should have won the game. They kind of choked it away. Bad loss for TCU because they were undefeated, obviously. Mm-hmm. Kind of a must-win for Arizona State because that would put them at 2 losses. So the fact that they still won, they could still compete for the Big 12.
Big 12, yeah.
So that was a huge win for them. This was another game. Houston was getting beat by Oregon State the whole time. They ended up coming back and winning in overtime 27-24, but they were losing the entire game.
But they should have blown them out.
Should have,
yes. 14-point favorites, right?
Yeah.
No, I think 8.5.
Yeah, because Oregon
State doesn't have a win.
Oregon State's been pretty bad.
Houston should have killed them. And again, they won. That's what matters at the end of the day. But for us sports bettors, fuck them. I was not happy.
Arizona got beat up pretty good by Iowa State. I still think Iowa State is going to win the Big 12. That's my pick.
Iowa State's pretty fucking good.
Before the season started, I had Arizona State and Iowa State. It's kind of
Yeah. Well, then that was the game last year in the Big 12 championship. I like Campbell though for Iowa State. I think he's a really good coach. What is Aiden Hutchinson doing?
That's your boy.
BYU won 24-21 against Deion in Colorado. Another tough loss for Colorado that puts them at 2-3. BYU is still undefeated at 4-0, so they're still in the mix for the Big 12.
Yep.
And I actually like them tomorrow as well, which we'll get into that soon. But yeah.
Cincinnati won at Kansas 37-34. Kansas State beat UCF 34-20. Baylor beat Oklahoma State 45-27. Oklahoma State, I think they're kind of in the UCLA mode. They may not win a game this year. They fired their coach, so they're in hell. Utah destroyed Rich Rodriguez 48-14 in West Virginia. Go Mountaineers. And that pretty much wraps up the Big 12 there for recap. Let's go down to the SEC. The SEC and the Big 10 had an NFL level slate of games.
Yep.
This week.
Everybody
games.
was saying it. We said last week as well. It was one of the best weeks of college football in recent memory.
Yeah. Started off LSU at Ole Miss. Ole Miss won 24-19. It was a close game, hard-fought game. These are the type of games Brian Kelly can't win.
Yeah.
He always finds a way to lose this game. It's not their season, obviously. They can still, if they win out, they can still do something. But huge win for Ole Miss and Lane Kiffin. They control their own destiny. They're undefeated. So, that's a big – obviously, Ole Miss would have to lose twice, and LSU couldn't lose for them to jump them there. So that's right there. That's a huge – probably the best game in the SEC, Alabama at Georgia.
Oh, yeah, that was –
Yeah, for whatever reason.
game of the week, I feel like.
I was talking about DeBoer. I thought he just saved his job.
100%.
He saved his job. Alabama has Georgia's number.
Really do.
Georgia has beaten them one time in like the last 15 years. Michigan has more wins against Alabama, and they're not in the same conference in that same time period.
That's crazy.
It's unbelievable. They really, and I'm not saying that because I'm a Michigan fan. I'm just because that's a crazy stat.
It's a crazy stat.
And Georgia doesn't lose.
Yeah.
You can count their losses every year. Bama owns them for whatever reason. They had a screen pass to Proctor, 350-pound offensive lineman. He just bulldozed his way in. That turned out to be the game-winning touchdown.
Yeah, it was wild.
What'd you guys think of that game? I thought Georgia was going to win. I bet Georgia. That was my lone loss.
Well, I kind of was going into that game with this similar mentality that you had, is that this is more the biggest storyline was really, what impact is this outcome going to have on DeBoer's job security?
I feel like he had to win it.
He had to win it.
Yeah.
And, that he came out with I know that, as you said, Alabama has Georgia's number, but it still was a pretty...
Oh, absolutely. I didn't pick them to win.
Yeah, I didn't think it was going to happen.
I thought they were going to lose.
So I thought it was a massive game for that program,
and
for Alabama.
For Alabama, everything is still in front of them.
Mm-hmm.
Their only loss was out of non-conference to Florida State. So if they win out, they could win the SEC and go to the playoff for sure. Probably don't even have to win out. Honestly, if they just go with 2 losses, they're probably making it.
You have that win against Georgia under your belt.
Yeah,
that's
the best win of the year.
It's almost all you need.
I
think it's the best win of the year.
Oregon and Penn State would be the other one.
But it's Franklin.
It is, but going into Happy Valley and
a great win. Massive win.
Massive
for Oregon.
win. And
massive win for Oregon.
Honestly, that was a great game though.
Yeah.
I love that game. I know we had Penn State, John. I think you had Oregon, right?
I picked Oregon. I couldn't. I just said I couldn't go with James Franklin. But it unfolded.
What a game! That was a great game.
It's a great atmosphere. I personally think Penn State, and this is a Michigan fan. Obviously I don't like Ohio State, but I think Penn State has the coolest home field. When they show out and they do the whiteout, I don't think there's anything really like it. LSU, Alabama, there's other places close, but I think Penn State, if I had to just pick one venue.
It looks great.
They just don't have the team to go
on TV.
It looks amazing, yeah.
Great visual aspect. But it went double OT.
Yeah.
You couldn't ask for
better game.
More.
100%. Auburn at Texas A&M. This game actually was closer than I thought it was going to be.
Auburn was 6.5, right?
I think so, yeah.
So they just covered.
They covered. A&M won by 6 points. Still a huge win. There's still a lot of teams.
Good, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of teams. Alabama, A&M, Ole Miss, LSU, all in that West SEC. There's some very quality teams. And Oklahoma is still undefeated.
Yep.
So there's a lot of interesting games to come up in the SEC West here. It's going to determine that winner. Tennessee escaped with a victory at Mississippi State. They probably should have lost that game. They did win.
I had the over
massive win for
this
them.
game, so I was just smooth sailing
the
whole
over?
time. Over on points.
Yeah, so you won easy.
I won by like 20 points.
Massive win for Tennessee to stay eligible because they did lose to Georgia, but now Georgia has a loss. Obviously, Georgia has a tiebreaker, but still one loss apiece. If Georgia loses another game, Tennessee could still win the SEC East. So it's a big weekend for Tennessee actually to win and for Georgia to lose. Face mask.
God
Vanderbilt destroyed Utah State. Not much to say there. Missouri destroyed UMass. I don't even know why these games are happening. It's a stupid. Why is UMass playing Missouri?
They're getting paid to do it.
I mean,
That's really it. It's just they're getting paid.
Notre Dame absolutely obliterated Arkansas. The Arkansas,
I the
They
over on.
fired their coach.
we said that too.
Yeah.
He got fired.
Yeah.
Bobby
That
Petrino.
was my lock of the week. Was the over on points in that game?
I have to say this about college football.
It's just
As
insane.
soon as you say it's not going to happen or it's not possible, Bobby Petrino is the
He's
head
the head
coach
coach
at
of
Arkansas. He was fired probably 10 to 15 years ago. He was having an affair with an employee of Arkansas. She was on the football staff. He got into a car accident on a motorcycle. Went to the press conference the next day with a neck brace on. His face was all scabbed up, and he basically had to explain to everybody what happened.
That's crazy.
So he got fired, and now he's back. So
I did not know.
And he
this.
has a real legitimate chance of being named
yes,
permanent head coach.
if Arkansas upsets one of these games, if they beat a LSU or Ole Miss or Texas A&M, if they win one of these games, they for sure because they didn't want to fire him in the first place.
Yeah.
They just had to because it was such an egregious situation.
When did that happen?
10, 15 years ago.
Yeah,
it was a while
a
ago.
while ago.
Yeah,
Because
so,
then he
so
went
he was
to-
in high school.
He was good at
Around
Arkansas
this-
too when
I-
he had a
They
did
were
not
a top
know this.
five. They were,
was
I think,
winning
number
crazy.
5 in the nation at the time.
he was winning there.
And then,
Let's go.
former UNLV offensive coordinator too
Yes.
okay.
for 2 weeks, and then he went to Texas
Yeah,
A&M.
as soon as he got the higher offer, he's not a man of morals.
No,
It's-
not a man of
he kinda
commitment.
just tells you
Commitment's not really
where
in
his
in
where
his
it lies
wheelhouse.
with him. It's who's paying him the most is where he's going to go, and
Who has the women?
yeah, I mean that's basically. I always loved Arkansas Louisville. At one point in time, Louisville had Rick Pitino and Bobby Petrino as their head basketball coach and football coach. So I mean,
That's a pretty grimy duo.
yeah, that's pretty tough. Notre Dame looked good, but again, you kind of have to look at the opponent. Arkansas just lost to Memphis the week before by a point, so Arkansas is in total disarray.
So
but I will say
these,
this:
These are games that Dame has to win, but not only
Yes.
win, but win convincingly.
and they did that.
56 points. They're gonna probably make the playoffs.
Notre Dame did their job. If they went out, they could
Convincingly.
they could potentially. The only thing about Notre Dame, I will say, if you compare them to let's say Michigan loses at SC but beats Ohio State and they have 2 losses, or Alabama loses again and they have 2 losses but they beat Georgia. I don't know how you could put Notre Dame over a Michigan or Alabama after Bama beat a Georgia and a Michigan beats Ohio State. Rams just scored a touchdown. Kyron Williams extra point to take the lead here with 10:39.
We called it. So Rams were down by 10 at halftime, 17-7. And they were favored by 8.5. It's a lot of points. I didn't bet them minus 8.5. I have Rams money line. It didn't make sense to me, that line. And when the Niners went up 14-0, I just saw it was sketchy. I'm like, this is not going to go well for the Niners. Whoever starts off on fire in the first half usually ends up losing in these NFL games this year. That's what we call this season.
Well, that's the NFL. It's kind of been this way for the last
I feel like
5
it's
to 10
more
years.
prominent this season.
Well, it's even more competitive. The lead, he blocked it.
Oh my god,
So it's tied 2020.
that's insane.
So
What the fuck is this?
And the Rams they lost the
I feel you,
game.
McVay. It doesn't make sense.
The Rams lost 2 weeks ago against the Eagles because they couldn't kick a field goal. That's why they lost the game. They got 2 field goals blocked down the stretch of the game. Last game, South Carolina destroyed Kentucky 35-13. Not much to say there.
And we all had
We were
South
all on
Carolina winning. We like Sellers. He's looking like the real deal. It seems like he's figuring things out in real time.
Right now is considered the number 1 quarterback off the board.
He is, but there's another quarterback who is quickly rising up all sorts of charts, the Heisman chart and the NFL draft.
Who's that?
Dante Moore.
I agree with you.
So after that performance against
We'll
Penn
get
State, we'll get there.
Let's just go for it. Oregon, Penn State,
Yeah,
probably the best game, I have to say.
I thought
In some time.
that was the game I had the most.
Yeah,
fun with.
I mean,
So
Penn State looked like they were dead. They did come back. I give them credit. They just couldn't.
They scored first in overtime.
Yeah.
I thought it was over when they scored in the first OT, and then obviously Oregon just went as well, and they score. I was like, oh, this is not good.
As much as I'm critical of Franklin, I think at this point with Drew Aller, he was 14 for 25, 137 yards. I mean, 2 touchdowns and 1 pick. He just doesn't. seem
Aller
like
is
he's the guy.
busy texting girls and trying to get his dick sucked. You saw that, right, John? Faraz, did you see that?
I sent it to you
I
guys.
saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, he's busy trying to get his dick sucked after the game, which I don't blame him. He's a college kid.
He's
college
a
football.
college. Yeah, he's an athlete.
But I don't care what he does. He every time he plays the same in every game. Every big game when they lost in the semifinal to Notre Dame last year in the playoff, the final play of the game is him throwing a pick to lose the game on the final drive. I don't know if it's the fit. I will say this for him. To me, he reminds me of like a '90s Michigan quarterback. If you guys remember, like John Navarre, kind of these, obviously Tom Brady. Dreisbach, kind of these stiff white quarterbacks of that era, but they had big arms and they could throw the ball. He's kind of playing in this spread offense. Like they want Trace McSorley at quarterback. That's when Penn State actually was the last time they beat Ohio State. He was a spread, quick, kind of fast guy. They had him and Barkley in the backfield. They were hard to defend. He doesn't really fit that. He's a lumbering guy. He's not slow, but he's not a burner. He's kind of your more traditional drop back passer. I think he just doesn't fit there with that style. I think that's his biggest issue.
What year is he in?
I think he's a senior.
Fuck.
He's been there forever.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how.
He's a senior. I mean, this is what I'm saying. He was a 5-star recruit from Ohio. He hasn't gotten any better. So, again, I'm critical of him. I have to give major respect to Dante Moore from Detroit King, Michigan, went to UCLA, transferred to Oregon. He, like you said, Faraz, I think he's put himself in the he's certainly going to get drafted. I mean, he's,
for sure.
He's a first round. I mean,
this is probably the biggest example of, we're saying this special team snafus again. Probably the biggest, I can't think of another example where a player gets Heisman candidacy pretty much overnight. From one game.
He was 29 for 39.
3 touchdowns.
248, no picks.
No picks, yeah.
And he ran for 35 yards, too. I mean, every time they needed to play, it just seemed like he had it. So, your ultimate dual threat. And he's not a small guy either. He's
on the road,
he's 6'3", 200.
Just a really impressive performance.
That's his first, what I would call, welcome to college football. You're at Penn State a night game, and he delivered. Again, this is a huge win for Oregon. It almost, essentially to me, if Oregon can finish with 2 or less losses, I feel like they're in the playoff.
Oh yeah, I would agree with that.
And I know Penn State only has 1 loss, but to me, Penn State's kind of in the Notre Dame camp where they played nobody, and when they played their big game, they lost. Notre Dame's kind of done the same thing. I know they only lost to A&M by 3, and they lost to Miami by 3, but you still lost the game. Penn State has to be able
to win these big games.
You got to beat somebody at some point in time. If they make the playoff, they certainly could win out and still make it.
Penn State will have opportunities, though. I think
they don't. Well, they don't play Michigan. They do play Ohio State, and they play Indiana. So those two.
They kind of
have to win both those games.
Excuse me. If they get into Big Ten.
Yeah.
Championship picture. I don't
know. This was a game that was on Peacock, so I couldn't watch it, unfortunately. Indiana at Iowa. I was all over Iowa. They covered easy, +8. They could have won the game. It was basically a touchdown or less score. As impressive as Indiana looked against Illinois, they came back down to reality.
Yeah.
I think Indiana has to go to Penn State. I think they're going to lose that game.
I would probably pick Penn State.
Again, it's hard to bet on Franklin and Aller because they don't show up. But Indiana,
it's not going to be an easy game though.
No. It's going to be a close game. Indiana though, at least one. So you can't. They're undefeated.
This is huge. Sorry, Niners just got a 4-and-out. Rams are getting the ball back with 9 minutes to go. If the Rams score here, this could be it. They might be able to still cover the 8.5.
You gotta
it looks like they're going to get the ball back again. Before this quarter's over.
A betting tip: if you're watching an NFL game and you have an app and you can follow the in game as the game's going on, when you see a team get up by 2 touchdowns in the NFL, it's probably just never a bad thing to take the other side because you could get a +10, a +14, and the game's probably going to be less than that by the end of it. The other team always finds a way to battle back and make it a game. So if you're looking to kind of just steal some big points in a game, it's not a bad strategy.
Pretty much for every football game, almost it's probably better betting live for all these games.
I mean, obviously, you got to watch the game. If the team's like turning the ball over, like the Bengals, Browning has like 5 picks. I think he has like 5
Oh, I
fumbles.
don't touch any of the Bengals.
You can't.
games.
I mean, I don't care if they're down 21-0. They're turning the ball over so much. It's hard to bet that. You got to watch this within reason. But the Rams weren't doing that. They were just kind of sputtering out in this game. I watched this whole entire game in this garage.
Which one?
USC at Illinois.
Oh yeah, great game.
USC's quarterback. He's another one.
He's number 1 in the nation in QBR. He's
I'm scared to play him. Michigan has to play him in 2 weeks. He scares me.
Next week.
former UNLV. UNLV's
Former UNLV quarterback. He certainly looks like a draftable player for sure. First 3 rounds. You know, he's still, what is he, a sophomore? Or is he a junior?
This would be I don't know. It's so hard to do now with the new eligibility rules.
I'm just saying if he's
it's
not
his third year.
Okay, then he can come out.
It's his third year.
He probably won't.
No,
Probably.
I don't see why not.
But he is.
Or I don't see why he would leave.
Unless
USC
he's like first round, because I'm sure he's getting a nice bag at USC, and he probably will get even more now after this.
And if he comes back and has another great year, he could be a top 10 pick. You're looking at. USC's offense. I don't really see a lot of problems with their offense. Lincoln Riley is, he's a great offensive coach. That's what he was when he was at Oklahoma. He was an offensive coordinator for Bob Stoops for many years. But this defense at USC, they can't get a stop. I mean,
And the defense at Illinois is this. These teams are so similar. I know
Illinois is more physical, though.
Illinois ended up winning, but they have no defense.
but this game was not as. If you didn't watch the game, Illinois fumbled the ball twice running into the end zone.
Oh, really?
So they only won by a last-second field goal. If their running back does not fumble the ball in the end zone twice, they win. They could have won this game by 2 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Illinois dominated the game on the ground.
Oh, okay.
Belima got with his outfit that he wears. He got way too creative in the first half. He did 5 guys in the backfield. They got an illegal formation and they fumbled the ball. USC got on it and then scored a touchdown. So
wow.
That was a 14-point swing right there. Illinois, if they just hang on to the ball, it doesn't even come down to a field goal. So the score is a little misleading there.
Got you. I had the over on this game, so I didn't care who won. This was
I bet
pretty
Illinois by the
easy
way
over.
covered.
I think it was 60.5 or 58.5, something like that. So I enjoyed it. I thought it was a great.
It was a fun game. It was a fun game to watch. It was an underrated college football game. Nice catch by Devontae Adams. Rutgers at Minnesota. This is a real barn burner. Minnesota won by 3. Whatever. Who cares? This game's even worse. UCLA went to Northwestern, lost by 3.
Who cares?
And we all had UCLA losing. If you want to bet, just bet the other way.
would have been-
whoever UCLA is playing.
Probably it would have been more entertaining to watch UCLA's debate team versus Northwestern's debate team. Probably would have been more intriguing. And that's our Week 5 wrap up. We'll preview. We'll go through some of the games here. Let's start in the ACC
For sure. 1 second.
for Week 6.
Let me pull it up as well.
We got Boston College, Pitt,
You said ACC?
ACC. Yeah, Pitt at Boston College. It's one.
Oh no, that was a pick.
1-3 versus 2-2. I mean, this is just kind of I don't know what to say. It's not really much of a game. It's a pride game, I guess. I mean, these coaches, they're obviously they want to win because they're coaching for their jobs.
Yeah.
But Narduzzi's been at Pitt for quite some time. If you're a Big Ten fan, especially Michigan State, he was kind of their defensive mastermind. He was always kind of a coach that Michigan State they would have thought of maybe bringing back. He hasn't really lit it on fire at Pitt. He hasn't been awful either, though. He's just been kind of okay. I will say though, if he has a really bad year here, if you're a Pitt fan, they might let him go. This game is intriguing.
Yeah. Which side do you like?
I probably will take Pitt.
Pitt by a touchdown. So it's -6.5.
No real major.
Yeah,
opinion.
it's not.
I like the over on points in this. It's at 57. That's why I like BC because their offense.
Neither team has a defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's actually not a bad play. 57
Yeah, that's what it's at an even 57 right now.
57,
so
yeah.
that's why I like the best in this game.
This game is intriguing, not so much for both teams are kind of garbage, but the coaching matchup, Clemson versus North Carolina, you got Bill Belichick, and you have Dabo Sweeney.
Dabo.
I don't want to say they're coaching for their. I mean, I can't say Belichick's coaching for his job. It's his 5th game.
Fine. Yeah.
Dabo has had some interesting press conferences. He's been kind of taunting the media, like they're gonna, what are they gonna fire me? We won national championships. I don't think they are gonna fire him.
I can't see that.
But he
Kind of an
is.
asshole. Fuck him.
But he needs to like. He doesn't want anything to do with the transfer portal. He's not really kind of playing with the times of college football. So unless he changes his strategy, I don't know how he's going to win. Really.
Yeah, I don't know either.
And then at some point, I don't. It doesn't. In any team, it's great you won championships, but if you go year after year and you don't win, they will get rid of you.
Yeah.
I mean, the New England Patriots fired Bill Belichick. He won 6 Super Bowls. So nobody in football
Is unfireable.
you can get fired. I'm going to go. I'm actually going to take North Carolina plus 14.5 in that game. I don't think they're going to win, but I think they're going to cover. I think they're going to make it a closer game. It's in North Carolina.
I'm not touching this game. I think if I had to pick, I think Clemson is in more need of this win than North Carolina is. So I will go with the more hungry team. Clemson needs this.
Clemson's just the more talented team too.
They are way better. Clemson should win the game.
Like, is fucking Bill going to be talking to his girlfriend on the sideline while the game's going on again?
But we're saying Clemson's better, but they're 1-3.
Oh, I know. They've also been a
Yeah, but I mean, North Carolina's
They're
not.
2-2. I
Clemson
bad
has
teams.
played
Yeah.
a much harder comp than North Carolina. Anyway, I'm personally not betting this game at all, but if I had to pick a side, I pick Clemson minus 14.
I'm gonna just go. I'm not gonna go through every game in the ACC because some of these are just awful.
Yeah.
I will. Virginia at Louisville. They're undefeated. They're 4-0, and Virginia's 4-1. That's a big game.
Yeah.
That's actually an underrated game. I would go. I'm gonna go with Louisville. I think Virginia comes back down to reality after their big win against Florida State. I'm gonna take Louisville minus 6.5.
I'm taking the other side. I like Virginia plus 6.5. That's who I'm picking to win, but to bet, I like the over on points in this too. I think it's going to be a high scoring game. I could see it being 35-30.
I would take Virginia in that one.
You guys. So I'm the lone wolf, Louisville. Okay.
Lone Wolf.
Now this is another big game
Yep.
with playoff inclinations. Miami at Florida State.
Very big.
Miami's undefeated, number 3 versus 18. Florida State obviously has the loss to Virginia, but it's not over for them if they win
If
this
they
game.
win this game, they're back in it.
And I actually going to take Florida State in this game plus 4.5. I think they're going to beat Miami. I don't like Mario Cristobal. I'm not a huge Beck guy. I think Miami goes down in this game.
I actually have Miami minus 4 in this. I am probably going to bet this one. I'll probably wait till Saturday, see if it drops down to an even 3. The 4 does kind of scare me, but yeah, I'll take the minus 4. What about you, Faraz?
I think I'm going to go with Miami.
Lone Wolf again, John.
All right. Now we'll swing over to the Big 12. I'll just mention this game, West Virginia at BYU. That's tomorrow. I'm going to take BYU. BYU's undefeated. It's a 19.5 spread, so you're looking at 3 touchdown spread, basically. I would lay that with West Virginia. West Virginia has no defense.
Yeah.
And that's a big trip, going out from Morgantown all the way to Provo.
Mm-hmm.
That's a long trip, and they're not that good of a team. So I would expect BYU to win big.
Same.
Same.
But it is Friday. So
Yeah, that is true.
Spooky things
If
happen.
they had to
on
go to
Friday.
Morgantown, I could see something goofy, but I just think they'll rock them in
BYU's
Provo.
a much better team.
Yeah. Iowa State at Cincinnati. This is a massive game.
Oh, this one's great.
For Iowa State, obviously, and even Cincinnati, they're 3-1 versus 5-0. If Iowa State wins, they keep going undefeated. Cincinnati is actually a small favorite. I see 1.5 here.
Yeah.
I'm going to go with Iowa State. I'll take Iowa State on the road.
That's who I like as well. I wouldn't take the plus 1.5. I just take money line for
Yeah,
the,
you might as well in case
extra
you get
value.
screwed by a point or something.
Yeah, I think Iowa State is gonna continue their streak.
I'll also take Iowa State.
Okay. Kansas State at Baylor. I mean, not much of a game. I guess I'll go Kansas State. I'll take the 5.5. I don't know much about either team. This is actually an underrated game. Texas Tech at Houston. Texas Tech has been rolling teams all year. They're one of these big NIL.
Yeah,
Got some oil money, or somebody there spending some cash because they're
oil money.
no, they're buying guys. They're not like
Yeah,
Texas Tech is legit.
They're beating Texas.
Yeah, they.
Yeah.
For like
You know, like when I watch because I follow recruiting because I'm a maniac with college football, but like when it'll come down to a final table, you'll see Michigan, Ohio State, Texas, and Texas Tech.
Yeah.
Like
that just
one of
doesn't-
those doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
The other ones are like
one of
blue
these
bloods.
is not like the other.
But they're in that conversation. They're laying 11.5. Watching Houston versus Oregon State, I have to take Texas Tech in this game.
it's not like they're going cross country. It's in state. I'm taking Tech
Texas
as
is a
well.
big state, though.
I know. But, yeah, I'll take Tech minus 11.
Lubbock to Houston. How far is that for us?
I have no idea. Never been to. I was actually supposed to go to Lubbock
Really?
yeah, because I'd gotten into Texas Tech's law school, but
I think Lubbock is more central in the west.
that might make sense.
I think Houston's obviously more east, more like closer to Louisiana. So that's a far trip. Probably at least a 5-hour drive, 6-hour drive. I'll go Tech though. I don't like you said. I don't think it matters. Where they play.
Frost? Tech?
And then Colorado at TCU. I look at this as a revenge game for TCU. I think I'm going to take TCU big in this game.
I have the same. I have them winning by 2 touchdowns.
I'm gonna go Colorado just to be different.
Lone Wolf, Frost.
All right, let's swing over to the SEC here.
We got some games.
Yeah, the SEC is always, I'm not an SEC fan, but I still think it's the best conference, even though they haven't won the national championship the last 2 years. At least top to bottom.
Yes.
I can't say the best teams.
They have the most competitive games.
But like their worst team, what's the worst team in the SEC?
Sorry, I'm busy watching Mac Jones spike the ball like it's volleyball. That
He
shit
can't even move out there.
He's getting beat up so badly.
Kentucky's the worst team in the SEC right now by record,
But they're competitive.
I'm telling you, if they played, you wouldn't want to see if UNLV had to go to Kentucky.
It'd be a tough game.
They might lose the game. Yeah. As much as I hate to say it. So the matchups this week in the SEC, you got Kentucky at Georgia. You were saying before the show, Jesiah, you kind of like Kentucky getting 3 touchdowns, and I can't argue with you.
Georgia isn't a high-octane offense like that. I just don't trust them. And last year, I remember you bet Georgia against Kentucky.
Yep, and they almost lost.
And they were a 3-touchdown favorite last year as well, and they won by a field goal, right?
Yeah, it was like right at the end. Yeah. They looked awful in that game. I would not be shocked. I'm not saying Kentucky will win, but it wouldn't stun me if that game was closer than you think.
They make the game competitive. They muck it up. If they get one turnover, because they play a safe brand of football.
Mike Stoops, Bob Stoops' little brother, he's the head coach of Kentucky. Makes $10 million a year.
That's some pretty good.
Sorry,
money.
I'm just trying.
No,
I'm trying to lip read the penalty call.
What do you like in this game, Georgia or Kentucky, for us?
Georgia.
Okay, you'll take them by 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I think they're going to be pissed.
They could be pissed too.
I think they're going to be mad.
That is true. This game is not really a great national game because Florida is kind of crappy.
Yeah.
But it's still. I know Florida's got they have defense. They always have athletes and a somewhat of a good defense in Florida. Texas, I want to see Arch Manning because this is a real opponent. At least defensively, I want to see what he does.
Sam Houston again.
The last time Arch went on the road at Ohio State, they got 7 points. So let's see what he can do in this game. I think Texas wins the game, but they're only favored by 4.5. I'm going to take the plus 4.5 Florida. I think Texas wins, but
it has went up to 5.5.
I think it's a sweat though.
Yeah.
I think it's a field goal type game.
Yeah, I'm personally not betting this game. I might do it live and see where the line's going.
Probably not a bad idea.
Florida being at home and 5.5. We've said it multiple times. 5.5 is a weird line.
It is. It's like almost like the book doesn't know, so they just put that number out there.
Oh, it's Arch and Texas. Just give them 5.5.
Also, Napier is coaching for his job too.
Yes.
If he won that game, I'm not saying. I don't even know if it would still save his job. But it would certainly buy him time. He would get to coach next week. If he loses, he could get fired right after the game.
If they get eviscerated,
he could get fired.
I think he that might be enough for them to pull the plug.
What do you have in that game, Faraz?
I'd take Texas.
Florida's one of my plays. I'm going to take him. Then it's even gone up to 5.5. I like it even more now.
Plus 5.5. Yep.
Okay, this is another great game. Revenge game for Alabama here. They were embarrassed last year against this team. Vanderbilt
they were.
Alabama.
Man, as much as I want Vanderbilt to win, and as much as I want to see Pavia, I think they're going to put an end.
So it's minus 10.5. I like Bama. I like the 10.5.
Everything in me saying Alabama, but I don't know. I don't know about this game. I actually don't have an opinion. I'm gonna. Oh, that's a lie. I'm gonna take the 10.5.
You said that's a lie.
I'll take Vanderbilt. I like their quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
And Alabama's defense. It's not Nick Saban's defense.
No, it's
not.
So
it's.
They're far away from the Saban teams that people were afraid to play.
Again though, this is almost a must-win. If you cannot be the Alabama head coach and lose to Vanderbilt back-to-back seasons,
100%. That I was about to say.
That's
If DeBoer loses to Vanderbilt
back-to-back
2 years in a row,
that's tough.
that is, I don't know. I think that negates the Georgia wins.
Even though Vanderbilt is ranked, they're 16,
Yeah,
they're undefeated.
but it
So
still
it's not
is-
like they're. But you got to win that game.
You got to win it.
Kent State at Oklahoma. Why? Why are we?
Evisceration.
One thing I'll say about that for Oklahoma, their quarterback's not playing. He's got so it is for no, but for their backup, it's good to get him a start.
Yeah.
He at least gets to
Against
play
a really bad team.
because they're gonna have to go. If you look at Oklahoma's like last 5 games, their schedule is insane. It's absolutely insane.
Yeah. So getting the reps in against historically one of D1's worst programs.
So this is Oklahoma's last like part of the schedule here. They play Texas next week, so that's I actually think they can win that game.
Yeah.
Probably not with their quarterback though, without him, without Mateer. That's big.
Backup could outplay Arch. That'll be
must-see
something.
TV.
Yeah.
But that's a massive game. Then they go to South Carolina. On paper, that looks like a joke, but you're going against Sellers on the road in South Carolina, Columbia, South Carolina. They could lose that game.
That's not a gimme.
That's not a gimme. Then they get Ole Miss. Ole Miss comes to Norman. Then they're at Tennessee.
That's brutal.
Then they go to Alabama. Then they play Missouri and LSU.
So
I mean,
you
that
almost
is
bank on them losing
there's-
every one of those games.
There's not one automatic win there.
No.
That is insane. And this is why, getting back to what we were saying before, if I was Oklahoma, I would rather be in the Pac-12 than play that schedule. You're not winning a national championship with that schedule. Even if you have a stacked team, you're not winning all those games.
No.
That is ridiculous. Okay, last game, Mississippi State at Texas A&M, which is actually kind of an underrated game. It's a must-win for Mississippi State. They're probably not going to win, but if they want anything of maintaining a chance in the SEC West, they got to win. And obviously, if you're A&M, you can't lose this game at home.
Yeah.
You want to win this game because if we flip up A&M's schedule, I'm sure it's brutal.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
What do you? I'm going to take.
I like the 15.5.
I'll
plus
take
15.5.
Well,
Well, yeah,
A&M.
A&M's going to win. I don't know if they win by more than 2 touchdowns.
Mississippi State don't have a defense.
I mean, the points aren't a bad bet in
They
this
can
either.
score, though. Hey, it's. I mean,
Yeah.
nobody knows. We're all just kind of guessing here.
Nobody knows.
Big Ten. Okay, Big Ten. I'll start it off. It's at the top. Wisconsin at Michigan. Michigan's minus 17.5. Wisconsin just doesn't look like Wisconsin. They can't stop. They don't look like
They don't at all.
the typical like Barry Alvarez type team where they had Ron Dane, these big monster offensive linemen, big off running backs, kind of pounding you into submission. Now they're running like this spread offense, which is I don't understand. Luke Fickell played defensive line at Ohio State. He played for Jim Tressel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't get it. Wisconsin's defense. They have like the 80th ranked pass defense. Their defense against the run is like 5th, but I think that's misguided because their pass offense is so bad. Everybody just goes into the game saying, "Why would we even run the ball?" Because we know we can just throw it. So now that's an interesting matchup against Michigan because Michigan is more of a running team. So Michigan's going to try to run the ball regardless of who they play. So if Wisconsin's run defense is that good, maybe they make it a game.
Yeah.
They
could. I don't see it happening. I have Michigan on the teaser, so I have minus 10, which is a great line. But even the minus 17 I liked. That's honestly the only spread this week that I feel comfortable taking.
That was my first bet. I mean, of course I'm a homer, but I
think Wisconsin's one of the worst teams.
The reason why
a decent team,
I think this game's going to get ugly. I don't know how Wisconsin's going to score on our defense.
Yeah.
And our defense causes turnovers. They're getting sacks. If they sacked Nebraska 7 times, okay. I mean, if they hit Billy Edwards, he could fumble the ball. I don't know. It could get ugly. I hope it does.
I think it's going to get ugly.
Yeah. I mean, I hope it does.
Wisconsin ain't good.
What's the flag? It's holding. There's always a flag in the NFL. You can never celebrate anything. There's a flag. There's a review.
Roughing the passer, because God forbid.
You can't hit the
above
guy.
the chest,
yeah, I
right?
know. It's like, okay, Illinois at Purdue.
Oh, actually, speaking of that, your boy, the guy that got drafted in the 3rd round by the Rams that played at Michigan, what's his name?
Corum.
No, Stewart.
Oh, Jesiah Stewart.
He
Pass
sacked
rush guy.
Mac
He's a monster.
Jones.
He's great.
He sacked Mac Jones. His helmet, the bottom of his helmet or I should say the top of it, hit the chin pad of
They
Mac
called the
Jones,
penalty.
and he called roughing the passer. I'm like, what's he supposed? He has his head as far down as he could go, and it barely touched. Mac Jones didn't even hit the ground, and they called roughing the passer.
And, you know, getting back to the transfer portal in college football, he came from East Carolina, transferred to Michigan. He was actually the guy who made the game-winning tackle against
He's
Milroy
good.
in the Rose Bowl against Alabama. So you cannot ignore the transfer portal in college football.
No, you
it's like free agency in any
Yeah,
sport. You can't if you
100%.
ignore it, you kind of are almost taking yourself out of it. This is kind of not a great game, but I want to watch it. Illinois at Purdue. Illinois had a big win. Purdue battles. Barry Odoms is the coach there. They play hard.
Yeah,
They don't
they're
have a-
definitely improved.
They play tough. I kind of like Purdue getting 9.5 in this game. I think I'm going to go with Purdue.
It is a lot of points, but if I had to pick a side, I'll pick Illinois team. But what I'm really betting is the over on points. I have that on a teaser with Michigan.
The Fighting an Ally. What is it?
Fighting Illini.
There's in Risky
What a
Business when the recruiter he wants to go to Princeton. He comes in and he sees he's running a prostitution house in his house for the weekend.
That's great.
So he doesn't think he's going to get into Princeton. So he says, "It looks like I'm going to University of Illinois or whatever." But he says it F word.
Yeah.
But the way he says it, it's like such a bad school.
But
Illinois is actually a
it's
great
good
school.
school. Yeah, it's a
Illinois
great
is like a
school.
top 30, 50
Yeah,
school.
it's wonderful.
It's great school. But anyway, okay, big tough game. I mean, you have Illinois or Purdue.
Illinois.
Yeah.
So we're all in Illinois. That take Purdue. I took Purdue, so I'm on
you
Purdue.
actually did.
Okay, big
Yeah,
game.
this
here.
is a big game.
Yeah, I know which one you're going. Penn State at UCLA.
Oh, God.
As soon as Penn State they play somebody tough, we'll give you the easiest game in college football. You know this is a conference game, so they have to play it. But
That is going to be a bloodbath.
It's 24.5. I have Penn State. They're going to roll them. They're going to kill them. UCLA doesn't give a fuck about this season.
Penn State has not covered a game this year.
Oh, they haven't?
They have not covered.
Interesting. I actually didn't know that.
I mean, obviously, Penn State's going to.
Penn State's going to win.
They're going to kick their teeth in, but
God,
I don't know. You know, like covering that big of a
That's
spread.
4 touchdowns almost.
That's a lot. I can't feel confident in that just because you never know. They could build up a lead and then slow it down and just try to not get hurt.
Yeah, I guess I'll take Penn State, but not so much because it's Penn State. I think just anybody. I think Bishop Gorman could beat UCLA right now.
Aller is going to get some LA girls. He's going to have a good time
gonna
down
have a
there.
fun time.
Yeah, nobody cares in LA though. That's the thing. Nobody cares. Southern California does not care about UCLA football
At all. If you watch the game, if you look at their crowd, it's like
They don't care.
it's so empty going to those, and it's one of the most iconic stadiums, and nobody's even going to the games.
Well, I mean, UCLA, just their athletic program in general, they seem very fair weather in the sense of just like, I mean, the basketball.
They're at least a
program.
tournament team, though, right? Did they make the tournament last year or no?
No, yeah, but
Yeah,
I'm just saying,
yeah.
like,
They did, right? Like barely? Did they squeak in, or am I giving them too much credit?
They may have made it. I don't recall offhand, but like, but even like when
it's
UCLA is
huge.
like decent, they don't
They're-
fill out Poly Pavilion.
No, and they've won like
Yeah.
in the 60s
They're-
and 70s. They
yeah,
won
they're
like the
the number-
national championship every year.
Yeah,
They're supposed to be a blue blood.
yeah, and they still go. They'll randomly make a Final Four
Yeah.
every decade.
It's not like it's.
Like
It is weird. They just don't care.
They just don't
There's just
care.
more to do.
I mean, they made a Final Four. It has to be less than 5 years ago.
Again, they lost to Gonzaga.
Yeah.
On the buzzer beater.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was at least
Jalen Suggs.
3-4 years
Yeah,
ago.
Jalen
Yeah.
Suggs. Yeah.
So this is a really good game. Neither team's ranked, but I think it's a big game in the Big Ten. Washington at Maryland. Again, this makes total sense. Washington, by the way of Seattle, going all the way to Maryland, across the entire country. This is what college football is. I almost say I like Maryland as a home dog here.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not a big
I
fan of Loxley, their coach.
Maryland fades. They always win like the first 4 or 5 games of the year, and then as the season goes on, they wear out, get hurt, and he turns it
Oh,
over.
no.
He fumbled the ball. I don't know what happened. That's a fumble. That's Niners ball. Who fumbled it? Was it Williams?
Probably Corum.
That was Williams.
Oh, it was Williams.
Corum don't fumble. He didn't fumble all the year with the national championship. He didn't fumble one time.
I don't know if he fumbled.
But he could have been down.
It could have been not. It could have been knocked out.
Who do you guys have in this game really quick so we can get the NFL? Maryland, Washington.
Washington.
Yeah, I got them.
Okay.
by a
Let's see
touchdown
here.
as well.
Yeah, I was knocked out.
That's a fumble, dude. That's not even close. Okay, Michigan State at Nebraska. I think this is a must-win for Nebraska. If they don't win this game, you have to start asking if you're a Nebraska fan, is Matt Rule the guy? Because Michigan State has one of the worst defenses. He punched him in the face. Michigan State has one of the worst defenses in college football. Lincoln is a brutal place to play. To me, if they play the same way they did against Michigan with that intensity, I think they'll win the game. I don't think Michigan State has enough to win it.
Yeah.
I'm going Nebraska.
Nebraska.
Take Michigan State. Okay, this is kind of could be closer than with the spread. Ohio State's 23.5, Minnesota at Ohio State. PJ Fleck usually gets up for Ohio State.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think they have the players, so that only lasts so long. I think they would need turnovers. Something goofy would have to happen to make this a game. You got to go Ohio State. I mean, I can't.
Yeah.
They're going to win the game.
Yeah.
The covering. Ohio State's offense has not been what it's been under Ryan Day, where they kind of run the score up. They struggled against Washington to score. They only scored 24 points in that game.
Yeah.
So they won 24-6. Ohio State's defense looks rock solid. You don't think Minnesota's going to score much. I do want to watch that game. Minnesota usually tries to run the ball. So as a Michigan fan, I will pay close attention to that game because I want to see Ohio State against a solid run team to see what we could do against them eventually. But you got to go Ohio State.
Yeah.
And that's our college football for this week. You want to lead us into the NFL?
Yeah. So recap last week first. So
You're right.
we were here last week. Seahawks beat the Cardinals by 3 points.
Yep.
Shouldn't have been that close. They were up pretty
Same score as this
comfortably.
game right now.
Yeah, exactly. 23-20.
Exactly the same score.
It's not doing them any favors with the staging rules. It looks like it's all planned.
This is a big win for the Niners, though.
It's huge. For them to somehow win this game
With
when
their
they
backup
were
quarterback?
8.5-point
Well,
dogs.
they were just about to lose.
Yeah.
Literally.
I mean, the guy's running into the end zone.
Yeah,
and fumbles the
snatching.
ball.
It's not over yet.
Snatching
Technically.
victory from the
It's
jaws.
3rd and 8, 58 seconds. If the okay, so obviously if the Niners get a first down, that's game. They're probably not. If they have to punt here, the Rams will get the ball back with probably about
40 seconds.
15 seconds. Because the game clock's 40 seconds. So
No, they have a timeout.
look, the Rams are in business. They can still win this game then easily.
Steelers
Tied.
played
Yeah.
Vikings in Ireland. Steelers were up pretty big in this game.
24-6.
Yeah, Vikings ended up coming back. But I watched this game. I wasn't worried. The Steelers looks pretty damn good, honestly.
Till the end, I thought they played a great game.
Tomlin had a weird call. He should have went for it. It was like 4th and
They should have
inches.
kicked a field goal, and it would have put them up like even more. They went for it.
by 6, right?
I think they were up 10, kicked the field goal to make it 13, and they didn't do it. They went for it and got stuffed, and then Vikings hit like an 80-yard pass the next play. I thought Carson Wentz looked. I mean, I thought McCarthy wasn't looking good. I can see why he was a starter. Wentz was awful.
Yeah.
In this game, he had 4 turnovers. I think he had 2 fumbles and 2 picks. He easily could have had 2 more picks.
Well, yeah. So I
They
actually wanted to
overturned those
talk.
plays.
2 of the plays got overturned.
Literally, the guy stepped out by 1 foot, and it was
and his
hit.
foot
Yes.
was, or his hand was on the football, standing out of bounds.
He's not playable, Carson Wentz. So if they're going to run him out there, I don't see them winning many games. Yeah, they're in field goal. They might score right. I mean, that's a clip. It's coming back.
It's always a flag, right?
But biggest thing in the NFL, it doesn't matter score as long as you win. And the Steelers won.
Yeah, Steelers
So,
won.
That's huge.
Falcons play Commanders. This was actually a really good game. Falcons remembered how to score the ball. Penix was
Yeah, they went from 0 to 34
yeah.
in a matter of a week.
Penix was dotting everyone up. He was looking great. Oh, come on. He's holding his face mask first, though.
They called it.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Yeah, it's holding on the Rams.
Holding on the ramp. But the Niners guy had the Rams guy by the face mask.
I thought the other way around.
Stafford's
Anyway.
got 50 career game-winning drives. And you think he's nervous? That's the 5th most all-time. That's kind of impressive.
It is
is.
kind of crazy.
50 game-winning drives? Jesus.
Upset of the week.
That's
Giants.
winning drives.
Hey, guys. Upset of the week. Giants beat the Chargers.
Yeah, this was
The Jackson Dart game.
the Chargers. I mean, the Giants won, and they had to win. This is their first win of the year, right? I didn't think the Giants looked that great. I thought this was more of an issue. The Chargers, their
Their
offensive
O-line's
line,
beat up.
yeah, Herbert got killed in the game. Got sacked a bunch. They weren't really able to do much offensively. Bad bad loss for the Chargers, and if they're nicked up, you can injuries are starting to mount in the NFL, and it's affecting teams.
It really is.
You're totally seeing it. I want to see Jackson Dart didn't do much throwing. It was mainly with his legs. I think the most fun player watching the Giants is Scatterbo. Scatterbo's he's
a fucking maniac.
He is crazy. I mean, the way he puts his body on the line, he has no fear.
He's not going to last more than 4 seasons
He could be
with the way
done.
he plays, but
His
God
next
damn,
carry
is it
could be his
exciting.
last carry, but he gives it his all. I will say that.
Every possession. Texans shut out the Titans, a must-win game by the Texans, and they looked
Must win.
pretty
I agree.
healthy.
Must win for the Texans. They won the game. The Titans just look abysmal. Cam Ward, they're not helping him at all.
No.
I mean, he hasn't looked good, but they don't
He's
block
making
for him.
decent throws, and these guys are dropping passes. Like Calvin Ridley's a pretty good receiver by name,
Yeah.
but he has not looked good this season.
The Titans need to get a coach in there to help this guy out, or they're going to ruin him. Basically,
Yeah.
that's what it looks like to me.
Next team, Eagles and Bucks. Eagles were killing the Bucks, and just like Baker Mayfield does, they come back, make it a game, and it looks like they were almost going to pull it out, and then he threw an interception.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
But that's another game where everything started with another special teams.
Yep.
Eagles became the first team in NFL history. I think they had 2 touchdowns technically consecutively between the blocked field goal against the Rams, and then the next first score against the Bucks is the blocked punt.
I gotta say this about with the NFL. I don't recall like in this 2-3 week window of this many special teams like debacles.
Yeah, neither
blocks.
have I.
Insane.
It's hard to block a punt or a field goal. Like you can go seasons and not get one blocked.
I mean, we've seen
And
someone tonight.
that's what I'm saying.
It's
like
happening every game.
every
damn near.
game. So it's almost like these guys not coaching it, or the special teams coaches. Something's going on.
Well,
here in
and
the NFL.
also with the kickers, they're hitting longer kicks than they ever have before.
Yeah,
We're
that's
seeing
true,
more
too.
60
Now I got a
yard field
conspiracy.
goals.
So the kickers are able to they're able to use their own ball. It's like a kicking ball, and when you watch these guys, they will line up for a 55-yard field goal, and it's like It's like no hesitation, just down the middle of the field goal. It's like automatic.
Yeah.
Kicks did not used to be that automatic from beyond 50. These guys make these kicks like it's an extra point now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean it's
it's
incredible.
The
If
Bucks
it is
game,
their own ball, that's saying
the
something.
Bucks game, it was a 65-yarder, I think. It
Yeah.
was something like
I mean, the Cowboys, they were kicking field goals back and forth like it was nothing. The Lions kicker made a 58-yarder against the Browns before the halftime. I mean, they make them, and they're not even really close.
Yeah.
Like they're drilling them.
But Eagles took care of business. We did see A.J. Brown request a trade on his Instagram. He's saying, like,
Really?
goodbye, Eagles, I'm done, essentially.
Yeah, he's not happy with his role.
Well, I mean, they don't really have Hurts.
He doesn't throw him the ball.
It's hard to. Hurts won a Super Bowl, so it's hard to be super negative, but he's not a traditional. He's definitely a run-first quarterback.
And A.J. Brown won already, so he's probably wants, like, I want to be able to actually contribute.
I mean, if you put Brown on teams like had like a Goff or a Stafford, even Rodgers, C.J. Stroud. I mean, there's a lot of
Almost
throwing.
anywhere.
Mahomes, Jackson, Allen, all these quarterbacks.
damn near every
No, I mean,
team
you
in the
put him with
league.
some real throwing teams. Brown's a monster. He could put up some numbers. Like if you put him instead of Adams, Brown's going to be.
Yeah.
Put him with Baker Mayfield.
Do you think they do take one more player, or they go for the kick?
You got to kick a
kick.
field goal.
Stafford isn't Jordan Love. He's not going to throw the ball with 8 seconds left
6
with
seconds.
time running.
That's tough.
Which we'll get to that atrocity of a game Jordan Love had. Anyway,
He
next
scored
game.
40. I mean, he didn't.
Oh no, he scored, but he almost lost in that game.
They have issues.
He has an
This is
IQ.
for the tie.
He has an IQ problem. All right, 6 seconds. Rams are kicking a field goal to tie it. Oh my god!
Oh
he
my
almost
god!
blocked
I
it.
thought that was going to be another
He's
block.
got it.
Fuck, yo, it was almost blocked.
I thought it was
Seconds
another. Yeah, I thought it was another block.
God
Looks like
damn.
we're going to overtime there.
I still have life. I need the Rams to win. Next game, Patriots dismantle the Panthers. After the Panthers looked pretty good last week against the Falcons, Patriots won 42-13.
That was a game that it's going to start the conversation again as to whether Carolina needs to be in the market for quarterback.
Well, they benched Love in the game, right?
No, Young.
Young.
Yeah.
Jordan, I'm thinking of Love.
Yeah.
The Packers. They Bryce Young. They benched him. This is the second time he's been benched. He just doesn't look like a starting NFL
You
quarterback.
can't.
I mean, in his defense, he really hasn't had
Much help.
much help to work.
He's a guy. You're gonna have to kind of build a team around him. He's not gonna carry your franchise.
Yeah.
He's more of like a system.
Well, he's also, 5'10". I think the NFL guys that are drafting people, they got to look at height.
You see this Kyler Murray, why he struggles. He's a shorter quarterback. It's tough.
And when they're skinny, fragile like that, I don't know.
And to defend him, you guys are right. The Panthers are not this loaded team of talent, but he's certainly not. He's not Jaden Daniels. He's not even Caleb Williams. We make fun of Caleb Williams, but he does have 28 touchdowns and 8 picks.
Well, he also has a lot of talent.
100%. He's got loads.
He has the coach.
Players.
He has the talent. All that. Next game, Bills versus Saints, and this was actually a pretty close game.
My mom got the Saints.
They did cover. It was minus 14.5, right? And Bills won 31-19.
I think I got up to 15 at one point.
Bills defense, you said it a couple weeks ago, it's not great. Josh Allen is obviously the real deal.
He's probably
a
MVP
championship quarterback
right now.
Yeah, again.
Would you say Allen's the MVP leader?
I would say so, yeah.
So he's the real deal. Defensively, though, I would in a playoff game. Like, what are they going to do against the Eagles or even the Lions? They had to play against them. I don't know if they could stop them.
Yep. That's really all I have to say about that. Saints looked competitive, but they're not a good team. I think Kamara gets traded pretty soon.
Somebody could use him for sure.
I think he's going to the Chiefs. I've said it for a couple weeks now. I think the Chiefs are going to, maybe not Kamara, but their Chiefs are in the market for a running back. Next game, Lions and Browns. John, if you want to say anything about this, Lions took care of business 34-10.
Watched this game very intently while I was doing my cycling class on Sunday morning. The Browns, going into, they had the number one defense, and they showed. The Lions only really had probably 3 legitimate drives in the game with their offense. Mm-hmm. Joe Flacco, it's time.
Oh, he's benched.
Yeah,
Dylan Gabriel's going to be starting for them.
Well, he better be careful because they're starting like street free agents at left and right tackle, and they decided to single cover Jaden Hutchinson in the game with those guys.
Yeah. I saw,
and he had 2 sacks. I
saw there's play they double teamed the wrong white guy.
Yeah,
they got confused.
It's Nowitzki or what his name is, Nowicki. They
Dirk. Wait,
there's a defensive
Dirk
Nowicki, but their game plan, I don't know how they thought that was going to work. They just don't have an offense, specifically an offensive line. And they gave up a special teams touchdown. The Lions kind of dominated all 3 phases of the game, and they won. I thought it was a letdown spot. I was worried about this game. I thought the Lions would win, but it wouldn't have shocked me if they won by a field goal. They took care of business.
Faraz, do you have anything to say about the game for Lions and Browns?
Just, kind of going on with what John was saying. I was actually more interested on, what's happening with the Browns and their quarterback depth chart, just because I feel like it's...
Because Sanders is still the third-string quarterback.
Yes.
He didn't get elevated up. So Flacco's still the backup. Yeah. Dylan Gabriel's going to start, and Sanders is in the 3-hole.
Sanders must really be an asshole behind closed doors.
Well, then that's the thing I was leading up to, is they asked him about it, and he was pantomiming.
He didn't speak, right?
He didn't speak. Yeah, he was acting like a mime. Yeah, and I love it. To me, I was like, we kind of want...
quarterback's not supposed to be a circus, though.
I agree.
But at the same time, I hate you can't have it both ways where it's like, okay, how many years have we put up with just complete, fucking milquetoast, boring ass.
Oh, yeah.
Like Russell Wilson types.
Yeah.
Where...
Even Hurts, he's atrocious.
So having somebody with some kind
of
personality is a nice, it's a nice change.
That's why I like Baker.
Yeah.
It's Sanders, he said he didn't want to be Lamar's backup. If he didn't say that, he actually might be starting in Baltimore right now. And the thing that's sad about that, he would have been with a real organization, a real franchise. He could have got a real shot in that spot.
Yeah.
Now, he's in Cleveland. Like
LeBron
left Cleveland, so that's all you got to say about Cleveland.
Yeah. Next game, which
twice he left.
That's right.
And they just lost in the playoffs. The Guardians had the greatest comeback ever yet to lose in the wild card round to the team they beat in the regular season. Yeah. It's the most Cleveland thing ever.
It is.
They're cursed.
It is cursed.
It's freaking. And Detroit's not an angel by any way. They're not the most fortunate city franchises either.
Yeah.
What's the next game?
Next game, Jaguars and Niners. I personally had the Jags winning. They were a nice underdog pick in my opinion. They kind of took care of business.
Massive win.
26-21, so it wasn't a convincing win.
3-1 now.
Yep, and they're in control of that division. Mm-hmm. Well, not them and the Colts.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
The Colts, right?
But certainly Jacksonville's in the mix.
Yep.
That was a big win for Lawrence.
Yes, yeah, it was.
Going to San Francisco, I don't care who's playing quarterback, that's a tough place to get a win in. It's a very hard place to play.
That's a good kick.
Colts, Rams. Rams took care of business. What's his name? The quarterback for the Colts.
Jones.
Daniel Jones. He came back down to reality. He had 2 picks.
But it was a good game. It was a 27-20
7-point game. Yeah, it wasn't a blowout.
As we see in this game, Rams have a tendency not to put teams away, and that was what happened with the Colts. The Colts were in this game from start to finish.
Well, to be fair, in this game, they've been chasing the entire time.
Yeah. That's really all I have to say about the Colts and Rams, too. I mean, Rams won. Next game, Bears and Raiders. What a game. Bears were the underdog play in this as well. I had the Bears winning, and Caleb Williams, credit to him. He had the game-winning drive, essentially, came down and won, and then obviously the Bears blocked a field goal to end the game.
It's another block.
Yeah, yep. Another special teams. This was a huge upset, not only because it was a close line, but by the way they lost. Ravens got dismantled by the Chiefs. Chiefs killed them. We should have kind of knew someone was up with the Ravens only being favored by 2.5.
Ravens have a lot of injuries right now. Jackson got hurt in the game, but they have a lot of guys on their D-line that are hurt. If the Ravens could somehow win this week, it would be huge because I think when they get some of their guys back, they could still win that. I actually still think they're going to win that division. I hate to say that. It's
possible.
I think the Steelers are going to fade as the season goes on. I want to see Rodgers play in December in Pittsburgh and Baltimore.
Yeah.
I want to see how he holds up. He's an older guy. But the Ravens right now are in a bad way. Getting back to the Raiders, though.
Sorry.
I want to say, Geno, we were happy about him coming to the Raiders. He's got 7 picks on the year.
Yeah.
You can't turn the ball over. And he would even say this. I mean, are the Raiders loaded with talent? No. They don't have a great offensive line, but he knows you can't turn the ball over 7 times. You know Pete Carroll is just hammering that into his head.
Yeah.
You can't turn the ball over that many times. You got 6 touchdowns and 7 picks. If he doesn't throw 3 picks against the Bears, they probably win the game. I mean, there's no doubt they win the game.
Yeah.
Other thing I want to say about the Raiders, I think Crosby's going to win DPOY. I think
not on a bad team.
He's looking amazing. He is great. I don't think
he's awesome. I think he's going to get traded.
It's possible.
I don't know.
Hey, Crosby's looking great though. He is a fun watch.
Great pass rush guy. He's great.
He's a fun watch, man. But anyway,
they need a marketable player here, and he is pretty much the face of that team.
He is. I mean, for sure. So. Genty had a better game, right?
He did.
Yeah.
So that was good to see.
Back to the Ravens and Chiefs again. 37-20. Mahomes looks back. You see how important Worthy is to that team, and Rice is coming back in a couple weeks. Chiefs aren't done.
Massive win for them. You cannot count them out. And with the Chargers losing, they're right back in the mix.
They really are.
This was a great. I mean, I don't know if I would call it a great game. It was certainly a great offensive game to watch. Packers versus Cowboys Sunday night. It kind of made me. I can't believe I'm saying this. I agree with Jerry Jones. I think the Packers gave up too much for Micah. He's a great pass rush guy. He sacks the quarterback, but he doesn't do anything against the run. He doesn't do anything else on your defense besides sack the quarterback. Now,
that's important.
It's very important, but they gave up 3 first-round picks, and they gave up a player who started for the Cowboys on their D-line and was big in the game. So I don't know if he was worth it, honestly. And my problem with the Packers, they gave up 40 points in the game, so he didn't play that well.
Yeah, so
also, the money they paid him was he's the highest paid defensive player ever. So if I'm paying the highest player ever, he's got to do everything for me. He can't just be a pass rush guy. Jordan Love, the quarterback for the Packers, he played great in the game in terms of
stat wise,
and they moved the ball. But again, I don't trust him with the game on the line.
If you actually watch this game, you see how many low IQ plays he has time and time again. He almost cost him the game at the end of overtime.
Yeah. If that ball got bounced up in the air, the clock runs
It's
out.
over.
Green Bay loses by a field goal. They got lucky. The ball got batted down. They gave him 1 second. They kicked the field goal.
And that was
tied.
even generous. I don't think there should have been
Yeah.
1 second left on the clock. Cowboys probably should have won this game.
Probably should have won it.
I didn't bet this game which team was going to win. I had the over on points, so it was an easy over. I think the over was 48.
Oh.
Mac Jones is gonna die.
Like they're literally every time he gets hit, he can't get up.
Yeah,
He's already on one.
I feel kind of bad.
Yeah, he's getting
his pants are falling off. His pants literally got knocked off on that play. Look at him.
Looks like he's wearing a thong.
Oh my god.
And
I've never seen. I mean, he is getting pounded out there.
So it's 4th and 12.
Oh
Looks
my
like
god. He can't walk.
It's 4th and 12. Looks like the Niners are going to settle
The
for a
Rams
field goal.
The Rams might have the best pure pass rush in the NFL.
Yeah.
They will come after you. If you can't block,
Is he?
He's fucked up.
you're going to get killed against them.
All right,
I mean,
let's see what happens on this field goal.
Is this their first possession?
Yeah.
So the Rams will get the ball back. He missed it. Oh, he skimmed it off the post. Oh my god. Wow. In the NFL, you talk about the game of inches. It literally is an inch here or an inch there. That was crazy.
God damn. All right, so to open up Monday Night Football, Jets played the Dolphins, and this was another game. Dolphins had this game secured by a pretty significant margin, and Jets end up coming back, making it kind of competitive. But they fumbled as well at the 1 yard line, just like we see in the Rams game. I think they actually fumbled twice, right? I think Jets fumbled twice.
The Jets are just.
I know but
No, the Jets could be 4-0.
with their
If you look at the games, they actually could have won every game.
They could have won every.
They
game.
could have won every game, but they just can't. So they're the
Yeah.
Jets.
Well, that's why. Yeah.
I mean, it's just.
But
They're like the Mets.
This is the play where.
Oof.
God, look. He has two Rams.
We're just laughing at a guy get destroyed. He's like, I've never seen a quarterback get hit and then almost vomit. Hit. That's like, did he get like his liver hit or something
He
like
must
that?
have. He must have just got.
He got punched in the jejunum.
Internal damage.
Yeah.
he got headbutted by a Ram.
The story of this game, though, Tyreek, I'm not a huge Tyreek.
Actually, before you get into that, Tua said, "Thank God we all got out here safe." Mostly, he
Yeah.
said something like that. I just saw
Clearly-
obviously Tyreek got destroyed out there.
Tyreek's knee, as gruesome as a play you'll see. I mean, his knee was literally going the other way. Torn, everything's torn, dislocation. I actually think, though, for him, the Dolphins are going to cut him next year. They're going to cut him. I think you'll see him back in Kansas City.
I thought it was gonna happen this year.
Now, and they're going to get him at a discount. Now, the thing is with him, he's a receiver, and he's not a big receiver. Clearly, he's a speed guy.
And now he's going to be recovered.
Is this going to affect him?
Yeah.
I mean, we'll see.
It should.
To give him credit, he took the injury. I've never seen a human take the. I mean, he took the injury so well.
Well, he was like smiling.
I
and
don't
laughing.
see. I don't think he was obviously happy about the injury. I just think he's happy he doesn't have to play with.
I mean,
Tua
maybe.
anymore.
I think it's just the adrenaline.
It was. He took it well.
He was cheering.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why I was like that. It's just.
It tells you how tough
these.
these guys are. They do things with their bodies that. What a throw!
Oh
That was
my
a-
God!
Stafford
Was
does-
that a 60-yard throw
On
to
the dime.
Outwell?
Stafford's got amazing.
Oh my
arm.
God!
You guys agree Stafford's a Hall of Famer, right?
Easily.
I'd say so.
I think it's a
He has
easy
the
Hall of
most
Fame.
yards. He's gonna have the most yards of all time in the history of the NFL for us.
Wow.
So I mean, anyone a Super Bowl, I don't know. You have to.
Yeah,
put
you
it
have
at
to
that.
at that point.
And the drives, the 50 game-winning drive, it's going to be 51 now. And to wrap it up, the Broncos and Bengals. The
There's not
Bengals
much
don't
to
have a
say.
quarterback.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow's done. Just why?
Yep. And that recaps our last week NFL. So now we're
Almost a pick.
So now we're going to this week to open up Sunday football. Where are they playing? London or something? Vikings and Browns, right? Is it London?
So wait a second. The Vikings are playing back-to-back European games.
Yeah,
They haven't left.
They stayed in Europe.
Yeah.
Okay, that kind of. So they just went from Ireland to England.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Vikings are getting 3.5. I actually like that line. I think the Vikings win pretty convincingly.
Who's playing quarterback?
For the Browns,
No, for the Vikings.
it's Wentz still.
I'm going with the Browns.
I don't think the Browns can score enough.
They're going to run the football though.
In theory,
I think there's a better, there's an X factor. You don't know what you're going to get out of Gabriel.
I'm not gonna bet this game. Yeah,
You can't.
I'm not doing that just because it's
Dylan Gabriel
it's
versus
not in
Carson
America.
Wentz.
I don't trust it. But if I had to pick a side, I'm picking the Vikings. What about you guys?
I'll go Browns.
I'll go Browns just to
Shit stain.
That's a tough game.
This is a great game. Broncos versus Eagles. Eagles still undefeated. Eagles are -3.5.
Why is the line so low?
I've been going against the Eagles the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. About
Doesn't seem
I
like a
still
low
think
number.
it is low, but I think the books are saying the Eagles are due to lose. They've been.
It's telling you something there. That's a
Are they
weird
going
line.
for it?
Big Bay's getting a little.
It's 4th and 1.
Well, there's only 3 minutes left, but you still rather have a tie than a loss.
I mean, I need.
Oh, it's 4th and 1. You go for it on 4th and 1. You have to go for it.
Okay. Anyway, I'm choosing Broncos. I still think the Eagles are due to lose.
That is a weird
They've
line.
got out. They've won by the skin of their teeth the last couple weeks. I know last week against the Bucks, they were pretty comfortable, I would say, up until the end when the Bucks started coming back. But you can never count out Baker. But I'm gonna choose the Broncos. What about you guys?
I gotta go Eagles.
I'm gonna go Eagles.
Okay.
I don't like Bo Nix.
I'm not crazy about Bo either, and I think the Eagles' defense may get to him, but Broncos got defense too, man.
I think there aren't enough letters in his name. 5 letters just to spell his entire name, Bo Nix.
Bo Nix.
I can't trust it.
Yeah, I don't. That's weird.
You gotta go for this, right?
I would.
I
I
I
wouldn't
would.
give the ball back
That's
to
a
the
full
Niners.
yard.
I would not, because if you lose. Game's over if you don't get it.
Oh. So you take a penalty? I guess. They're calling a timeout now? The Rams and Niners are just going to call timeouts all night.
Next game, got Cowboys and Jets. Cowboys -2.5. It's in New York. I got the Cowboys. Actually, what I'm betting in this game, I have the over on points. That's actually what I'm betting. I don't know if the Cowboys.
Probably not a bad play, honestly. I don't know how you can bet this game. I'll go with the Jets. I think they're going to get their first win.
I'll go with the Jets.
But
Yeah.
that's a bad football game. This 1-2-1 versus 0-4.
I mean,
It's just that's
said this
brutal.
off air, John. A lot of the spreads this week are very
It's a
weird.
tough week, yeah.
Honestly, what I'm betting most is total points, either over or unders. That's what I like the most this week.
This
The
might be a
spreads
week
are
to lay
weird.
off.
Next game, again, another weird line. Giants versus Saints. Like, I know it's in New Orleans, but the Giants just had a pretty good win against the Chargers, and they're the underdog in
He
this.
knocked them.
Niners win. That's ball game. That's it, man. I should have gave it to Corn. He would have got it.
Damn.
Bad loss for them.
That's why I was like, I don't know why they're doing it.
It was a long yard. It wasn't like it was inches.
Yeah, go for the tie.
Yeah, Mac Jones.
That sucks.
Because you lose if you don't make it.
I'm
And I
glad
was
I
like,
got it.
that one, I was like, yeah, like you said, that it was a long
It
yard.
was a long yard.
Yeah.
Mac Jones, he deserves it, man. He literally, I don't.
He
should be dead.
Yeah, he should be out there. Okay, next game.
Giants
Giants Saints.
Giants Saints.
I think the Saints are going to get their first win here too. It's hard to go. Not every team. There's only 2 teams in the history of the NFL that have lost every game. Can you name them?
No.
Lions and the
Lions
Browns.
and Browns. Yeah.
They both went 0-16. That's
Cleveland-
trying to believe
Cleveland,
what
Detroit.
it's not great.
Fairly recently too. Like
Yeah. Browns really recently. The
Lions
was
snuck.
like 2006,
Yes, yeah.
7. It was
Around
pretty wild.
there.
Stafford, we drafted Stafford next year, so there you go.
It was worth it. Are you going Saints as well for us?
No, I'm gonna go with the Giants.
I'm going Giants. I believe in Dart and Scatterboo.
Okay.
Next game, Texans versus Ravens.
Wow.
Again, weird fucking line. Texans -2.5. I know Lamar Jackson's out, but I think, and the Ravens have defensive problems. I'm going Texans,
This is like an elimination game.
pretty much.
I'm going Baltimore in Baltimore with their season on the line. I think John will be able to reach a higher power and they'll come down and win. He's a big time Catholic.
Gotcha. Next game.
I told my dad.
Is he an Opus Dei Catholic?
I told my dad. I said he reminds me of the old priest in The Exorcist.
Oh,
He knows
he is.
you know he's gonna die, but he's still gonna fight you to the end.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going Baltimore. I can't help it. They're my Super Bowl pick. I have to pick them. And I'm betting them, so that's my first bet I'm giving out of the Ravens.
Oh, okay. Next game, Colts versus Raiders. Colts -7. Again, not touching this fucking game. Colts by a whole touchdown. I know the Raiders suck, but god damn, like this
that's
is
how
hard.
you take it. It's the Colts are winning, the Raiders aren't.
I'm gonna choose the Colts to win. I'm not laying the 7 points though. I'm laying off this game.
I hate to bet against the Raiders or pick against them, but I gotta go Colts. The Raiders right now, I can't until Geno stops turning the ball over. You don't have anything there.
Yeah. Next game, this one, there's no spread at all, so true pick 'em. Dolphins versus Panthers. It's in Carolina.
Oh God,
That's a
why
bad
these are
game.
just some of these
This is tough.
games are just horrible.
I will say this though, for Miami, if they win, they go 2-3. You can kind of salvage something.
I wonder.
I'm just-
I wonder.
if you're-
I guess, yeah.
If you're McDonald right now, it's a must win.
It is.
I think it's a must win.
Every
So-
week he's coaching for
Yeah.
his life.
And it's not like the Panthers are going to be starting their backup.
Is he bench? Is Young actually benched this week as well?
Look at the game-winning.
Fucking insane.
Bank shot.
I'm
I'm going Dolphins.
going
Not
Dolphins too.
confident.
I don't love it. What about you, Faraz?
Pantros or
Dolphins.
Dolphins?
All right, shout out Billy. We're all choosing Dolphins, so take the Panthers. Next game, this opens the 1:00 games. Buccaneers versus Seahawks. It's in Seattle. Seattle minus 3.5. I'm going Buccaneers.
I probably would take Seattle on that one.
Seattle's my second. I'm going to lay the 3.5.
Yeah. Again, I don't like a lot of the spreads. I'm just choosing a side because I have to, but I'm not betting this game.
I wouldn't be shocked though if Mayfield won the game.
Yeah.
It's,
But I mean-
it's tough to play in Seattle.
It is.
And, no Mike Evans. It's
Is there a lot of injuries in the Bucks?
enough. I mean, and I just haven't liked the way the Bucks have played generally, even though, they've won games.
How do you feel about Tony Bowles?
Top Bulls?
Todd Bowles. Tony Bowles is running back.
I think he's fine.
I have a tidbit for you though. Todd Bowles' son is a linebacker on Michigan.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know if you knew that. He transferred from Alabama.
Yeah.
Troy Bowles.
You think he needs the money?
He's not bad.
Yeah.
He can play.
So y'all have Seattle?
I guess Seattle. Reluctantly.
Seattle. I got Bucks on a small money line favorite, plus 158. Another shit game. Cardinals versus Titans. Cardinals are minus 7.5. I know we just shat on the Titans. They don't have anything. I think they're due to win. I don't like Kyler Murray. He can't throw consistently. They made it a game last week, but I think Cardinals lose. I'm going to have Titans winning this game.
I'm repping the Pat Tillman jersey. I got to go with the Cards.
I'm going to go with the Cardinals too, but I was just pointing out, I actually want to watch this. The John Candy documentary.
Oh, he's great.
Yeah, on Amazon. Looks good.
Famous thing about John Candy. It was one of the Super Bowls the Niners were at,
Yeah.
and Joe Montana was in the huddle, and he says, "Look, there's John Candy over there," and then he led the game when he drive down the field against the Bengals.
Oh, look.
Joe Montana was good. It was pretty cool, but John Candy he saw him in the stands while he was playing in the Super Bowl and said it to the offensive line.
That's awesome. Next game. Chargers versus Commanders. It's in LA. This is probably the only game I like to spread for. I like Chargers minus 3.
I think they bounce back as well as Daniel's playing
Let me look.
because that is obviously huge. I mean, that's a big.
He is.
I still think I'm going to go with Chargers.
I'll go Chargers minus 3.
I think
Still.
Minter will cook something up and confuse them. I'll go
Yeah.
Chargers.
That's
That's another thing too. Minter never had seen Dart play, so
it was hard.
well, that's how the NFL is. If you've never seen the guy, the quarterback can get you on the first time. It's the second and third time when the league comes around. They win. By the way, the Yankees won 4-0. That series is over. Yankees will be in Toronto. So
Yeah.
the AL
It's
set.
official.
You got Seattle versus Detroit. Yankees versus Blue Jays. So it should be a pretty good
Yeah.
playoff.
Next game, John, it's your team. Lions play the Bengals. It's in Cincinnati. Lions minus 10. I like
Lions versus the
Lions.
Bungles.
I'll take the Lions. Easy.
Again, this game wouldn't shock me if it was closer. It's on the road, but the Bengals right now, they just don't seem like they can do anything great. I don't see how you can't pick the Lions.
Their
to
line
win.
sucks. Their defense sucks.
You figure be able to run the ball at a minimum against them. And if the Lions can run the ball, they can win any. I mean,
Every game.
They can always
Yeah.
have tremendous chance of winning.
I like the minus 10. For us,
I mean,
it's hard to bet on the Bengals.
you just Lions.
Before the season, looking like when you're doing schedule guessing, I would have said this is a loss because I'm like, we're playing Burrow.
Yeah.
And he's going to tear us up, but he's not even playing.
What
So-
a difference Burrow makes for this team.
Massive.
It's insane. It actually shows how talented he really is, right? Speaking of talented quarterbacks, for the nighttime game, it's Bills versus Patriots. Bills are minus 8.
That'll be a good game.
I don't know if the Bills cover
It
this.
should actually be an entertaining game.
I don't know if the Bills cover this. I think they win, but I saw a pretty good tweet. It said because the Bills are going to wear their whiteout jerseys, they're like the snow jerseys, and a pretty good tweet said the snow melts in May. So I'm gonna ride because of that tweet. I have the Patriots +8.
I'm
I'm gonna take the Bills.
going to take the Bills. If they win this game, the Bills essentially wrap up that division because they've already beaten the Jets and the Dolphins.
Mhm.
So they'd be 3-0 and undefeated. Who's going to catch them? That's the worst division of football.
Yep.
It's awful. So
They
bad.
play the Dolphins, the Jets, and the Patriots.
Mhm.
So this basically, if they win it, kind of seals the deal there for the division.
Yeah.
Makes them 5-0.
So do you have the Bills as well?
I'll take Bills, yeah.
-8. Got you. And then Monday Night Football, Jaguars versus Chiefs. It's in Jacksonville. Chiefs are -3.5. I'm gonna ride the Chiefs.
I'm taking the Jags.
I'm rooting for the Jags.
Yeah.
I'm going to take the Jags.
Yeah. All right. Well, that concludes.
But the Chiefs can win. I mean,
yeah.
Yeah.
it's not going to be shot.
I think their offense is back on
They're-
with Worthy.
They look like they're going to go on a
A
run.
totally different team.
That's more of a homer pick. I just don't want to see the Chiefs win.
Yeah.
I don't want them to win the division.
But that concludes our football. Y'all have anything else you guys want to add?
There's a massive game today in Abu Dhabi. The Knicks taking out the Sixers in a clash of the Titans preseason opener in the NBA. Josh Hart, actually hope, in all seriousness, hope he's not seriously hurt.
That would be a bad.
That would be a really bad break.
He's
for
a
the
glue.
Knicks.
Like he's not a stats guy really, but
I mean,
he's a important guy.
Yeah.
Maybe the best defensive player.
No, it's
Top
OG.
3.
Yeah.
OG. Bridges is great too.
Bridges, yeah.
But
He's
Josh
important,
Hart
though.
does
He's extremely important.
Hart does all the little things.
He
on
does
the court.
everything, yeah.
He's a secondary ball handler. He crashes for
When-
every rebound.
I mean, Tibbs was playing him. I remember.
What was he playing? 50 minutes.
Yeah, like- yeah.
Did he get him hurt because he's playing?
No.
Okay.
Mike Brown's the coach now, but
That's right.
The offense looks way different. Look
Look
at
at the
it.
Knicks. Sorry, I just remember that. Like, how did they fire Tibbs?
I mean, I could.
Come on.
Hey, the offense looks a lot better. I know it's preseason, but they were moving the
thing
ball.
is, the offense wasn't really an issue for the Knicks.
It was the defense.
Yeah, the defense was. They weren't a great defensive team.
The Pacers really destroyed their defense.
Yeah.
And I didn't expect that.
Well, it's because unfortunately for the Knicks, their two best players are also their two worst defenders.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
All right. So it actually
with,
says
with the guard, what's his name?
Brunson.
He's so small.
Yeah.
He's always going to be.
Well, he's not fast. He's not super
No,
fast.
no.
Yeah.
so.
He's not long.
So the injury is just a sore lower back. It's day to day.
Oh,
Just
okay,
sore
good.
lower
So-
back. He's fine. Bruised tailbone, maybe. I don't know.
When is the first NBA season? Because we'll definitely preview that. We should do under season win totals. Who we think's going to win the Eastern and Western Conference? Who will win the finals?
Well, we did do over under total wins, but we could
revisit it.
have another episode because
When's the season start? When's the official first game? It's usually Halloween.
Usually around Halloween.
Yeah.
So
So we're
a
about
week before, maybe.
we're like 4 weeks away.
it looks like it starts officially October 22nd. Or sorry, no, 21st. 21st opening day is Rockets versus Thunder, and then Warriors and Lakers.
Nice.
3 more weeks till NBA. John, do you have anything else you want to add?
Oh, actually,
what else
I
do you
did
want to add?
forget during our college football segment, one game that we
Oh,
forgot to touch on.
UNLV.
UNLV.
Yes, yeah, we're going to bring them up. Absolutely. That's
Yeah, UNLV at Wyoming this week.
And they're -3.5, right? I think that's what I saw. I think they're -3.5.
Well, I mean, that's one of the worst road trips in college football.
I said I was trying to explain to him. Laramie is like
You have to you can't fly in.
yeah,
You have to usually fly into Colorado Springs and drive up.
Really?
like Lavelle Edwards, the old famous BYU coach, won a national championship. He said there's no worse feeling than going to Laramie to play a football game because it's Laramie. That's what he said. It's just not. I hope UNLV wins, but
It's a tough.
if something happened goofy, I would not be shocked. Probably would you?
No, not at all.
Then when
I mean, it's a brutal place.
Then
to
when
play.
on the road against Miami, Ohio, I have confidence in them. I actually think they win this game.
If they win this game, though, I would have to say they're a true threat to win the Mountain West.
I would say so.
Yeah.
Well, it'll just come down to can they beat
Here's Wyoming's 2 losses and their 2 wins. They beat Akron 10-0.
one of the worst teams in D1.
They beat Northern Iowa 31-7.
Not even FBS.
They lost to Utah 31-6, and they lost to Colorado 37-20.
It's hard. It's hard to gauge. What kind of team. I mean,
Team Wyoming.
Utah went into Laramie though and beat them 31-6.
I mean, Utah's Utah.
Yeah,
It's a Big 12. But like,
But UNLV, I mean, they are a favorite. They should win the game.
They should
bro.
win.
That missed field goal was the game. The Rams would have won
Yep.
if they made that field goal.
God.
Because that was the
Now,
following
he was not.
possession.
Now this guy's that was a 59 yards though. He still made it.
But
Jesus.
that was the following possession to put them up by 3. Like, who knows if they would have had that confidence
yeah, this is
and
the fumble.
momentum going forward. 1 yard line fumbled. Second week in a row, and team fumbles at the 1 yard line.
They probably should. Oh, well, obviously in retrospect, they probably should have just kicked the field goal in overtime because there were still 4 minutes left. They could have got a 3 and out and got the ball back.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I was like, why would you?
It wasn't like
Well,
a
no,
minute
in
left.
OT, you don't get the ball back, I thought.
If it's tied,
Tied, yeah.
if it's tied,
I would
you
say
get-
it stopped like make him punt
Oh, got you.
because it wasn't like Mac Jones. You know what? You kicked the field goal. Mac Jones couldn't even stand.
Yeah,
Make
he
him come out on the field.
yeah,
That actually was a bad job by McVay. That was the best case scenario for the Niners right there
it was.
because he wasn't even. I mean,
What
They-
a throw, man.
That was a hell of a
I thought
throw.
this was the game.
It should have been.
Damn.
that's why it's the NFL. Not for long.
But
Wasn't
yeah,
close.
that's
That wraps up. This is Club Rats. I'm John.
I'm Jesiah.
Roz.
We'll see you guys next week. Remember to like, subscribe, comment. Peace.